Magister McKay of German Priory asked me to help Explorer Campbell investigate the ghost sightings at the wreckage of Fort Selma. I encountered a squad of restless spirits who had died violently during the prior Mordrum attack. They were traumatized in their last moments and mistook me for the enemy, so I had to put them down. Explorer Campbell was nearly killed by Marjorie's departed sister, Belinda. Thanks to Marjorie's intervention, though, Explorer Campbell's life was spared. The sisters exchanged words before Belinda performed a ritual that bound her soul with her sword. Now Marjorie has a powerful ancestral weapon to train with, and her sister is at rest.
Sarah, what are you doing? Stay away from me! No, no! Get away from me! I'm not a Mordrum! Please, stop. Please, don't kill me!
Stay back, Mordrum!
I'm not a Mordrum! You're confused! I'm not a Mordrum! Belinda Jane Delacroix! Halt!
Margie? What's happening?
Belinda, I'm here. It's okay. You're okay now.
You did good, Margie. You brought my sword.
I promise I'll care for it.
Darkly Silverwastes, I'll bend your enemies before they come on you. Until the day you die, I'll be with you. My love for you is everlasting. Show me the sword.
Are you all right? Belinda. Her spirit. She fused herself with the sword.
Are you okay?
I think so.
We're here for you. Just say the word.
She thought I was a Mordrum. She was going to kill me. I was investigating the ruins when the spirits of fallen Seraph overwhelmed me. I'd be dead now if it weren't for you. Thank you for saving my life. I'm heading to the Silverwastes to do some research for Magister McKay. Come find me if you're ever there.
I met Marshal Traherne at the PAC's new staging area. We discussed the planned assault on Mordremoth, and he requested that I lead a small extraction team to retrieve Kate's squad in the Silverwastes around Camp Resolve. Brom, Timey, and I met briefly. He agreed to keep an eye on Timey, who was inquiring with the Aspect Masters on the whereabouts of the Master of Peace. They answered her questions reluctantly, though it seemed as if they may have been withholding some details. Afterward, Timey introduced herself to Brun Ingetspotter, a noted metalworker who may be able to help her fix her golem Scruffy. It had previously taken damage in Drytop when the Inquest tried to steal the waypoint recalibration device from her.
Find a place to lay those maps out and get me a couple of charcoal sticks to mark them with.
At once, sir.
Has anyone heard from Commander Frostgullet? She's late.
She's dealing with a problem on her ship, Marshal. The engines need maintenance.
Tell her to get someone else to do that. I need her here.
Right away.
That's the one who took down Zaitan. Tell me his name.
Count on us, Commander.
Death to Mordremoth.
Counselor Flunt asked that I convey his regards.
It's an honor, Commander.
Marshal, I have news.
How are things progressing?
The Northwest is overrun with Mordrum and strangling vines. The troops need reinforcements.
Tell Commander Quentin to ready his ship.
Yes, sir.
Everyone disperse. The Commander and I need to talk.
Yes, Marshal. Everybody out! Come on, move it!
While they're dispersing, let me fill you in on what's been happening since the summit. I took what you said to heart. The fleet's arriving gradually, and we're preparing to take the fight to Mordremoth. The cities have all sent troops to fight with us. And we've begun preliminary forays into the surrounding area. I've contacted your friends from Destiny's Edge, and they've all agreed to join the battle. All but Ritlock Brimstone. I couldn't reach him. And none of the others know where that portal took him either. We're gathering as much information as we can on the enemy before we launch the main assault. We definitely need someone with your skills. So I'm glad you're with us.
Wait! I have more questions!
I need to know. Was Aaron working for Scarlet?
Not to my knowledge, miss, although I suppose it's possible. I never met any of his friends.
Then what are you doing out here?
We came looking for a safe place to land.
Wait, you can't just leave after saying that! Why would he attack you? You never did anything to hurt him, did you?
Of course not. We welcomed him into our fold, but he grew violent.
It started with episodes of confusion and aggression.
We just decided to confine him when...
So where's the Master of Peace now?
We need to find him.
Excuse me. Excuse me! No, wait! Why would he go off alone?
We believe he's still searching for a place where we can all be safe.
We saved him. We tracked Aaron through the wastes and found him before he could kill your master.
That was you, huh? We found Aaron's corpse and assumed the Master had killed him.
Nope, it was the boss and me and the others too. We trapped him inside Spurbend Canyon and fought him there.
We are profoundly grateful to you, miss. To all of you. But we really must go now.
I met my squad in the Silverwastes and quickly located Canuck. He'd been separated from Kaith during their mission and was hiding in the shadows to avoid being spotted by Mordrum. We made our way through the valley and rejoined Kaith, who was locked in battle with the dragon spawn. We learned where the Mordrum were nesting and observed their movements. While I hesitated to call them intelligent creatures, they do exhibit simple tactical behavior in combat. This information should help us in the war ahead. We signaled for extraction and fought tirelessly against the relentless tide of enemies. Fortunately, the pack sent a chopper that carried us back to safety. Back at Camp Resolve, I made sure that Kaith was taking our intel to Marshal Treherne before asking a pack tactician to point me to Explorer Campbell's location nearby in the Silverwastes.
Do not disturb that body. It's rigged to explode.
Unless you wish to be vaporized into a fine mist, I advise you to step away.
It's dangerous here. Too many hiding spots and ambush locations. Would have been nice if one of those choppers had been usable. There's the squad. Let's go.
Judging from their increasing numbers, I'd say we must be getting close to something important.
If so, I imagine they will be increasingly belligerent.
Feel free to hide when the action starts, Canuck.
Are you worried that I'll show you up, Kaith?
The Mordrum are still increasing in number.
Which means we're close to learning what they're up to out here. Let's press forward. There. A base of operations for the local Mordrum.
Do you see that glow?
Yes. What could they be up to all the way out here?
We are deep in their territory, and we are vastly outnumbered.
We should send up a flare. I hope the Pact will see our signal and send help.
That flare attracted more of the Mordrum. We have to relocate. We're boxed in up here.
Let's take the fight to the bottom of the slope. There! Everyone on the chopper! Quickly!
Let's go.
This Mordrum went to a lot of effort to keep us from reporting back.
You and the commander have experience with dragons. Is this predictable behavior?
Elder dragons are far from predictable. Their minions show a sort of situational awareness.
Explorer Campbell, the researcher we rescued at Fort Selma, provided us with the cipher that gained us access to the Dermot Priory's inner research facilities. Once inside, we explored the library before making our way into the special collections room, which was packed from floor to ceiling with rare antiquities and artifacts. We met up with Ogden Stonehealer, who had been hard at work researching dragon history. At his request, we handled a mysterious hourglass, and we were unexpectedly transported to Glint's lair. I explored its wondrous past, putting down the creatures in our way, whether they were guardians of the lair or simply manifestations created by magic that was freed upon Glint's death. I am unsure. I did, however, see echoes of past events. The Master of Peace had visited the lair before us and had found what appeared to be Glint's remaining egg. We returned to the Priory and discussed our findings with Ogden. Now more than ever, it is crucial that we find the Master of Peace and help him protect Glint's egg before Mordermoth seeks to destroy it.
In conclusion, let's recap. The 5 confirmed dragons are Kraukatoric, Jormag, Primordus, Mordremoth, and Zaitan. We believe there is another deep in the oceans, but its entry in the Scroll of the 5 True Gods is partially missing. The scroll, written in ancient times, has a section dedicated to the Elder Dragons, but it came to us in bad shape. It is written in an ancient form of Old Crichton. We're still attempting to decipher the damaged portions. Each dragon has 2 spheres of influence. For Mordremoth, that's mind and plants. Zaitan ruled shadow and death. By next class, I want you to research the many theories about the different spheres of influence. Choose one and defend it. If you have questions, there's further literature in the library. Class dismissed.
Hey there. Hello again, Magister. The Pact Commander has arrived.
Welcome, Commander. I'm familiar with your accomplishments.
Magister McKay is a world historian and reporter. Her focus these days is on Mordremoth.
The Dermot Priory knows that when world events of this magnitude occur, it pays to chronicle them. Magister Stonehealer is going to help you gather information on the Elder Dragons. He rarely agrees to such things. I will warn you, he's quite old and has little patience. He's the last of his kind.
We'll show him the utmost respect, of course.
I'll take you to the Special Collections entrance. Archivist Ernswort will guide you from there. You retrieved the cipher?
Yes, we have it.
Very well. Follow me. Remember to put those weapons near the door. We may need to grab them on short notice. Hello, Scholar. I'm still waiting for those item manifests.
For the millionth time, there are no culinary applications for bloodstone dust. None. No good can come from feeding it to living beings.
What do you know? I'll take the dust to the streets and start my own food cart. I'll be rich.
Are we interrupting something important, Chef?
No, Madam Magister. We're just having a small professional disagreement. Are these the visitors you mentioned?
Yes. They have dispensation from Magister Stonehealer to visit the Special Collections.
I've already adjusted the wards to allow them entrance, and the Archivist has been warned that they're coming.
I'll show you how it's done.
Be careful down there.
Follow me, please. This is the Dermot Priory's Special Collections. Security here is tight, for reasons you'll soon understand. You are free to browse. All we ask is that you handle artifacts with care and remove nothing from this area. I have to return to my work. Archivist Ernswort is here somewhere. She can guide you to Magister Stonehealer.
What took you so long?
Getting the cipher from Explorer Campbell took longer than expected.
We're sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, don't waste my time. Tell me what you seek.
What just happened?
I don't know, but my legs feel like side taffy.
is this? It must be.
Glint's lair! It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
And eerie. Doesn't look like we'll be leaving the same way we came in.
I never thought I'd see this. Where's the boss? Hello?
Let's move ahead and search for a place to meet.
All right.
We'll see you in a bit, boss. Stay safe.
Keep your voices down. We don't know what's in here. My father used to talk about Glint in her prophecies. He said she was grand and noble as any Crichton. She loved humans, except when they tried to steal her eggs. She defended her children like any good mother.
What an empty place. My mother told me stories passed down by her mother. She said it was once guarded by fearsome dragons. The lair itself would tear and gnaw at you. But heroes braved its dangers to have an audience with Glint.
Can you imagine what it must have been like?
We studied the Flameseeker prophecies in school.
Me too. I remember the stories about the fall of Ascalon, Prince Rurik, the Chosen.
I used to pretend I was a Chosen when I was little. Me and my sisters put on plays for our parents.
I can just imagine it. Glint was ancient, thousands of years old. Why wasn't she like the Elder Dragons?
She was freed from Krakatora's control by the Forgotten a long, long time ago. And then, because of her gift for reading minds, she connected with humans. She learned to think like us. Elder Dragons don't. They're too different.
Strong!
I know how Glint died.
Destiny's Edge went to kill her, right? So she wouldn't wake Krakatorik?
That's my understanding. But she communicated with them and they changed their minds.
Then what?
They tried to take down Krakatorik, but they ultimately failed. Glint perished. Logan Thackeray was supposed to be with them, but he left to protect the Queen from Krakatorik's minions.
I don't know what we'd have done if something had happened to her.
Some blame Logan for why Glint died instead of Krakatorik that day.
He was just doing his duty.
Shh, what was that? Did you hear that? Kaz, stop moving.
Jory, what was that?
Watch out! You're okay.
What just happened? What was that?
Not sure. If I had to guess, I'd say it was part of the lair itself rising up to greet us.
Not much of a greeting if you ask me. Thanks for swooping in when you did, boss. We'd have been toast if not for you.
Mm-hmm. We weren't sure we'd see you again, to be honest. What was that?
It couldn't be.
We need to speak with Ogden immediately. Let's find a way out of here.
The looks on your faces.
You could have warned us.
Nope. No. That would have sapped the fun right out of it. So tell me, what do you know now that you didn't before?
The summer sun shone bright once more, warmed wood and cloth of home. We honored those who came before and journeyed where they roamed. Alas, alas, we've no more peace, no ally from on high. We'll make our way to brighter day and into clearer skies. No more to tame the wind and rain, the skies to swallow whole. She flies no more in glint and beam and leaves a hollow hole. Alas, her magic's true in sand, alas, her soul undone. The clouds shed tears upon the land for the loss of our crystal sun. Alas, alas, how time must pass, ancient magic